Will FATF's blow hit Pakistan hard once again? India to present terror evidence. Did you know that on the international stage, the strongest weapon to economically isolate a country isn't bombs or sanctions, but a simple list? Yes, the FATF, or Financial Action Task Force, has a grey list or watch list that acts as a financial chokehold capable of paralyzing a nation's economy. And now, India is preparing to use this very weapon against Pakistan once again. At a time when Pakistan is already drowning in debt and scrambling for international aid, India is getting ready to present concrete evidence to push for Pakistan's return to the FATF watch list. Today, we'll delve deep into this issue. But before that, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update. Now, without further delay, let's begin today's discussion. As the upcoming FATF meeting draws near, India has ramped up its diplomatic and technical preparations. According to sources, India plans to present solid evidence against Pakistan for financing terrorism, demonstrating how Pakistan has allegedly used international loans to arm and train terrorists. This is not merely a political confrontation, but a strategic offensive where India aims to convince the global community that Pakistan has become a threat to global security. India's stance didn't emerge out of nowhere. After the terrorist attack on 22nd April in Pahalgam, Jammu and Kashmir, where 26 people lost their lives, India's patience wore thin. Investigations revealed that the attackers had received training and weapons from Pakistani soil. This incident occurred just as Pakistan was hoping for relief from the IMF and other multilateral institutions. India interpreted this as a grave warning and resolved that its response would no longer be limited to military retaliation, but would now include precise and powerful action on international platforms. FATF is an intergovernmental organization that sets global standards to prevent money laundering, terrorist financing, and the funding of weapons of mass destruction. In 2018, Pakistan was placed on the FATF grey list for the first time. At that time, Pakistan submitted an action plan promising to take concrete steps to curb funding to terrorist groups. However, in 2022, it was removed from the list. Now, India claims that Pakistan has broken those promises and has once again begun sheltering and supporting terrorist networks. India's most serious allegation is that loans provided to Pakistan by institutions like the IMF and World Bank are being directly or indirectly funneled to strengthen terrorist networks. To reinforce this claim, India has collected evidence showing how terrorists are being supplied with weapons, ammunition, and training. Indian agencies have recently tracked several transactions and activities that directly link back to terror organizations based in Pakistan. This isn't the first time India has raised this issue. India has also held discussions with IMF Managing Director 𝐟𝐨𝐿𝐻𝐿 on the matter. India warned the IMF to monitor the funds provided to Pakistan, as the money could potentially end up in the wrong hands. As a result, the recent $1 billion assistance granted to Pakistan was given under strict conditions. While the IMF publicly stated that Pakistan had met all conditions, India is now questioning what the criteria for those conditions were. IMF Communications Director Julie Kozak stated that the loan was granted after reviewing Pakistan's performance under the EFF program and confirming that conditions had been met. However, she also added that any deviation from these conditions in the future could impact further funding. This partially supports India's position that the IMF remains cautious, although India insists that the vigilance and scrutiny must be increased further. In addition, India has made it clear that it will strongly oppose any loans to Pakistan from the World Bank or other international institutions. India maintains that until Pakistan takes concrete action against terrorism, no financial aid should be granted. This stance not only demonstrates India's growing diplomatic influence, but also its firm resolve to defend its national interests on global platforms. On 16th May, India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh openly declared that if Pakistan continues to send terrorists, it will be reduced to begging for every penny. He firmly stated that India will no longer tolerate terrorism and, if necessary, will take military as well as diplomatic action. His statement made it clear that India is fully prepared to expose Pakistan at international forums like FATF and the IMF. On the other side, Pakistan's foreign ministry issued a statement claiming it remains an active partner in the fight against terrorism. It dismissed India's allegations as misleading and baseless and urged India to exercise restraint. This response clearly shows Pakistan on the defensive, and it also suggests that India's actions are starting to impact Pakistan's policies and international image. Following 22nd April Pahalgam attack, India didn't just issue warnings, it took action. On 7th May, it launched Operation Sindoor, destroying 9 terrorist camps in Pakistan and POK. In retaliation, Pakistan attempted attacks on Indian military posts on 8th May, 9, and 10, but the Indian Army responded strongly. A ceasefire agreement was reached on 10th May, but India made it clear, if there is another attack, the retaliation will be even more severe. India will now make this entire development a key agenda item at the upcoming FATF meeting. For this, India is armed with concrete evidence such as satellite imagery, intercepted calls, bank transactions, and intelligence inputs that demonstrate how Pakistan is blatantly violating international norms. If FATF places Pakistan back on its grey list, not only will its economic situation worsen, but it will once again be seen globally as a state sponsor of terrorism. In essence, India's strategy is not just to corner one country, but to send a powerful global message that those who support terrorism will no longer be granted any leniency. The next FATF meeting will serve as a litmus test for India's diplomatic strength, factual preparedness, and international backing. And if India succeeds, it will mark one of its most significant victories in the fight against terrorism.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.